he's coming.
Okay. I have started streaming, and we are live, I believe, on YouTube. So make sure you've got all your potty mouth out of the way. No data display. That's not good. Okay, hold on. Maybe we're not live yet. Oh, there we go. We're live. I don't have this the
Hello.
YouTube chat on screen yet, but I'm trying to figure that out right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Creature Conference. So glad to. Oh shit! What have I done? So glad to finally be back. I'm sorry that we didn't do this last week, but my puppy beat me. That's all I really have to say. I was. Oh, why the hell am I in Chrome? There's your problem. I'm just breaking my own shit. Okay. Yeah. So sorry that I was not able to stream last week, and apologies to you, Marco, and Flynn, for not
Yay.
being able to do
Yeah.
this. But I'm glad we're here now.
Awesome. I'm so happy.
You say
So
that,
how was
Yeah.
but
so how was your sleep? How was your sleep last week, Nick?
my sleep last week. Well, last week was not great because our dog was shitting in his crate. I think we talked about that possibly, and
Nope.
I thought I mentioned it because people were like, "You're a bad dog dad," and this is why. So yeah, our dog was shitting in his crate, which is not something dogs are supposed to do if you raise them right. I don't know what the
Yeah.
heck was going on. But he has since stopped shitting in his crate, which I feel like is a victory.
Yay.
And that means that I don't have to like try and take him out every like when was I taking him out? I was taking him out like twice a night,
Yep.
and I really didn't want to take him out twice a night.
Of
But
course.
now we've got him down to one. Now we've got him down to one time a night, which is pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm getting more sleep, slightly.
You know what? Ripley
What?
should be shitting into a rain pipe.
I should
Not just-
train him to shit in the rain pipe. He could be my little
Absolutely.
calandressa. No.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, he was shitting into his home, which is not great.
No.
Yeah.
Shit where he sleeps.
What's that, Flynn?
Finally taught him not to shit where he sleeps.
Yeah, exactly. So now he's learned not to shit where he sleeps, which is good because that's how you survive as an animal, I think. Yeah, I don't know what the heck it was that we were doing wrong, but we were doing something wrong, and he was not happy. But now he's a little happier. The only thing now is he's still pissing in the house, but we got to figure that out. I think that's our issue, not his issue.
Yeah.
How's the week been for you, gents?
Well, I'm sure you and me talked before we got live, but we didn't ask Flynn how he is these
Yeah,
days.
Flynn, how
how are
doing?
you?
Yeah. I can finally get my COVID jab.
Oh, thank
Yay!
God.
It finally opened up to my age range in the UK.
Well, that's what
The
happens
Russian
when
one?
you're 13.
Did you have
Yeah.
the Russian stuff, Flynn?
I don't even know what I'm getting. I just know I'm getting it on Thursday next week.
Then it's
Well,
Russian, I guess.
Sputnik it is.
So how's your Russian language skills? Any better?
He hasn't taken it yet. He's getting it next week.
Mm.
We'll have to ask him
Okay.
next week. We'll have to start the thing next week with Das Vidanya. Is that what they say?
We shall.
Okay. Well, I guess while we're waiting for Hydra to show up, we can do some other stuff. Like, for example, we started this crazy thing called June Stealer, and it's been going for about a week now, a little more than a week now. So I thought that we could go through some of the cool stuff that have come up under the hashtag.
Why
Sound
not?
good to you guys? All right.
Let's
So
go.
for anyone who has been living under a rock, June Sealer, we talked about it a couple of times. Someone came up with the idea on this very stream. It was not me. It was someone else, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was, and I can't remember which stream it is, so I haven't gone back and checked. But yeah, it was kind of like an invention of the stream, which is cool. And just the idea was to dedicate the month of June to Gene Stealers, kind of like the month we did Tyranids in November for November. Yeah, and I haven't had as much time to work on it because I've been working on this monstrosity over here. But
Yay.
I'm so glad that all of you have made so much time to work on it because there's some some really cool stuff that's been happening. So I just wanted to pull it up here. And if you haven't participated yet, all you need to do to participate in June Stealer is just make anything that is June Stealer related and tag it with the hashtag June Stealer, and you're there.
June Stealer. No.
June Stealer. What did I
June Stealer. Yeah.
June Stealer. Oh,
Yes.
I think I've got the this chat window messed up. I'm gonna try and fix it because I can't see the bottom messages. Okay, now I can see Peter.
Why is my stupid camera?
Because it hates you, just like my technology hates me today. Pull it down, maybe? Because you're not in the middle of the frame? No, I don't know. Oh, I meant more towards your body. Yeah, that looks not so bad. Okay,
no.
so for June Stealer. So yeah, if you go onto Instagram and you just look under the hashtag June Stealer, you can see all kinds of cool stuff. June Stealer related. So yeah, go check that out. But I've pulled out just a couple of things that caught my eye in the last little while, or while perusing this hashtag. There's a lot of really talented artists who are contributing stuff to this, so go check it out. And you can also, on Instagram, you can follow hashtags. So if you go and you look up June Stealer, let's see if I get to the top. Hold on. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you get to the top, this is the desktop version, but you can also see this on the mobile version. It'll say June Stealer, and it'll have like the number of posts, and then it says here following. That's because I chose to follow this hashtag. So you can follow hashtags on Instagram, and then it will serve this lovely content up into your feed. So with no real like order or anything, here's just some posts that I pulled up. What the? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this one's from William DeGraff 3, and they took a Poxwalker and crossed it with a genes, like some aberrant bits. There's some hybrid. What am I talking about? Acolyte hybrid. Metamorph. Thank you. Metamorph bits in there. I really like this, and I've been thinking about using the Poxwalkers to do some Gene Stealer hybrids, and I very much want to steal this idea. What do you think, Marco?
So what bit is the Poxwalker in there?
I'm not used to the legs.
The legs.
And then also the upper left arm, I believe, is a Poxwalker arm.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, makes sense.
The rest is Gene Stealer stuff.
Looks great.
Yeah, I think he's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. What else we got? We got. Oh, damn! I didn't realize we were both by William DeGraff. How embarrassing! But I just really like this dude. I like his he looks like sneaky. He's got his awesome sniper rifle. Good use of the, God, what are they? Cawdor bodies. There's a couple of ones in here with Cawdor bodies. I'm now realizing I may have pulled a couple of William DeGraffs. So sorry.
Yeah, you have.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so that's that one. We'll skip along. I'm getting an echo from somebody of myself. Is someone like not using headphones? Or no? You guys are all on headphones?
I'm not.
Oh, well, right now it's not so bad. Here's Joe Pace art. I really love this visor. Like the reflection in there. I just think that's so cool. I never had the patience to do something like that, but I'm glad that other people do because it looks really great. Oh, so the colors are pretty cool. Our boy Borneo. Well, I don't know. Our friend Borneo. Borneo often shows up on the stream. So this is actually like the second patriarch I've seen done from Catacross. The first one would be Darth Bob's that he's been working on. Damn, it's got a really cool name, and I can't remember the name. It's not the Silent King. It's something like that. So this is Borneo's matriarch. So this isn't actually a patriarch. It's a matriarch. And just looks really ferocious and screamy. I really like it.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Borneo's always creating awesome stuff, so really we shouldn't be surprised. Here's Raybeak82, who took a one of the stimmers, the Goliath stimmer models, and plunked some Gene Stealer bits on there, and I'm kind of amazed at how well that scales up, because I thought of those stimmers as being huge, but that head is perfect fit in terms of size, and the claw looks good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
when I saw that one, that was just like perfect.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Perfect size for an abominant.
It is.
Yeah, Wait, the abominant is like the big like alpha one, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Perfect for. Oh yeah, because aberrants and abominants. Gotcha. So yeah, perfect for that. Really like this one. What else we got? Damn it, William DeGraff. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this one. But hey, look, it's a cool thing with a gene sealer and a Condor body. Yeah.
Sorry, back again. Raybeak's head on the Goliath. What head are we looking at?
Oh, I've gone and closed that tab. That head is from the Acolyte sprue.
I see.
So
I'm really,
there are two.
really surprised how well the size fits.
There are two heads on that Acolyte sprue that I'm absolutely in love with. That one with the horn, and then there's another one where it has 6 eyes.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like the enhanced senses head.
Okay.
And I think those are like the two most kind of Tyranid looking gene sealer cult heads. There's also one with feeder tentacles, but it's not one of my favorite feeder tentacle heads. And now I've gone and broken my computer. Oh wait, no, maybe it's working.
Really need to check them out. Thanks.
Yeah, you should have you not messed around with any of the cult models, Marco?
I have so much stuff to catch up to after my long hiatus. So
Lucky
no,
boy.
I haven't.
Lucky
but
boy.
I will eventually. Yeah, I will.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn off my video on Discord just because OBS is saying there's a YouTube error. Are you seeing anything in the chat, Flynn? Are people yelling at us?
No one's been yelling.
It says YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So I'm going to turn on my local camera and turn off my camera on Discord, so you guys won't be able to see me on there anymore. We'll just get Marco up, and then hold on. Let's see if that does better. There we go. Now we got lots of room if Simon decides to join us. Yes. So getting back to June Sealer, we've got something from Hive Fleet Bargeist, who is one of my favorite Tyranid artists out there right now. Hive Fleet Bargeist, like William DeGraff, has done a lot of really cool conversions for June Stealer. It was hard to pick one, but I like this one for the lack of the eyes, for the tusks in there. What do you think of it, Marco?
Absolutely. I've always been in favor of Tyranids with no eyes because they always have this alien impression and just put the mouth and the fangs and the teeth in front, and I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
Also, not using any hands, but only stabbing talents with the explanation was something I really liked, because he says these are frontline monsters just expendable for killing. They don't need hands. They just need more talent.
Right. I didn't read that. Awesome. And I like the pose. I guess the pose is pretty standard Gene Stealer, but just with the way the arms are posed, it seems more upright than a standard Gene Stealer. And I like the bulk that he put the big adrenal gland on the back. I like the bulk that's added to the model. And even the pose that the model's standing on that tactical rock / pillar thing, but it helps to get it up more upright because the Gene Stealers are so low to the ground, kind of face down. So this is awesome. Anyone else want to say anything else about this one?
It's also he's extended the arms a bit as well, because
you're right.
That's going to make it longer.
Yeah, because those arms are pretty small, so extending them was a good call.
Yeah, I think it's flailing, but it's flailing in a good way.
Yes, I agree. All right, next we got a blast from the past. Navarro Bugman coming at us with his biodiversity project, which was the outgrowth of our Geno project.
That's a true classic, isn't it?
Yeah. So Navarro just went crazy on taking any animal he could and making a Gene Stealer out of it. So you should definitely go check out this post. I think he's got some other posts up too, but this is just a selection of some of his wild and wacky creations. And to be clear, these were made in 2004, 2005.
Before the war.
Well, you can tell that there's a metal broodlord there, so definitely before the war.
The Snake one is
Snake one is one of
amazing.
my favorites. It's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Marco? Did you have a favorite of the ones he did that you remember, or?
I would need to catch up on all of them, but I
Yeah.
really remember how crazy, weird, and vivid his imagination was. He was so out there, out of the boundaries of normal Tyranid design that we all set for ourselves. Like, we always thought about pretty tight ideas, which are very close to having 6 limbs and five head plates and all this stuff. And he
Yeah.
was so totally burning on all cylinders just to get every variety he had in his head out onto a model.
Yeah, totally.
And I think he had a couple of misses in there, but so many great ideas just draw creativity.
Yeah, I felt that too. That he oh, there we go. Now it's working. He there. I felt like he was running really fast on the ideas. And
Absolutely.
they didn't all work for me, but the majority of them worked for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that makes sense.
It's just like art. If you have art on consensus and think too long about it, of course it's all going to be very streamlined. But he just tried everything with full power, which is something to be admired.
I like that. I like that way of describing it. He tried everything with full power, and I think that is how you should approach your modeling. You should try everything with full power.
Yeah, agreed.
What's that expression? Like you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
So nice.
So
poetic.
nice.
So
also,
poetic.
Marco, I caught a glimpse. Tom Wilson is saying hi to you in the chat.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, this is what Tom Wilson's been up to. This is freaking amazing. I love this so much. So Tom Wilson took like a little wooden box and made like a very reminiscent of Geiger for me relief inside the box with like gene stealers on one side and like the gene stealers like attacking like space marines on the other. I think this is so friggin' cool.
Oh, really agreed.
And even like sculpted in like the ribbing detail in there, like that's not a small amount of work. This is damn cool. Couple of gene stealers making out in the bottom because
again pure creativity
is all about love.
Again, pure creativity.
Yeah, this very much reminds me of the work that Nikki Grillette does. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her work, Marco, but she'll take like, it's very Ink 28. She'll take boxes like this and like work in like very Ink 28 grimdark human scenery or scenes.
I haven't seen her.
She's, oh man, what is her handle? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna pull her up because you gotta see Nikki's stuff. And she actually works at Games Workshop. I think she's like in their studio. I think she draws for them. Oh my god, my spacebar's broken. There we go. Stupid German beer, not efficient. Okay, so here's Nikki Grillette, if you're not following her. So she's a visual artist, but also... Okay, here's a good example of her work. If you're looking at the share. This is a video, so I don't know how well it'll come across, but let's hope it works. So you can see it's just like a normal metal box, and then when it opens up, it's got kind of like a grim dark scene inside of there. It's just a quick glimpse of it. Let's see. Oh, there'll be some pictures. 1 sec.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see it's like... Oh, she used the Terminator from the blah, 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 Space Hulk in there.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then you can see there's like a servitor on the other side. And I think... Where's the window? Maybe the window is behind the Terminator? Because she left the window open on the back. Anyway.
Oh, she was following me. Interesting.
Well, she's a really talented artist. And yeah. Sorry, what was that, Flynn?
Tom's actually said his box was inspired by Nikki.
Oh, wicked. Yeah. Well, dude, we can absolutely see it. Like it's very clear. Like the kind of stuff that you're doing feels very much like up her alley. But yeah, if anyone else who like clearly Tom knows all about Nikki, but if anyone else is into this kind of stuff, you should check out Nikki's profile because she just does like piles and piles of these. Like, look at this cool thing. Oh my god, I love that servitor. It's so gross and like Necron-y and
Yeah. What a great idea for little pieces of art.
Yeah, her stuff is amazing. And like it's not just little. Like if you go back far enough, she's taken like whole suitcases and built the stuff into it,
Wow.
which is like absolute. Okay, yeah. Here's a crazy one where it's almost like a game board that folds out of a suitcase, and like
Okay.
the little like walkways and stuff fold out.
Oh, wow. I see.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay,
Awesome.
sorry, not June Sealer related, but I just want to make sure you saw that because that is very much what Tom's work reminded me of here. So great work, Tom.
I'm following now.
Good. All right, what else we got? Oh, this one, Putrid Wolf Miniatures. I don't know. I just like the color here and the pose. This guy just looks like he's really pissed off and he's coming to get you.
Yep.
Like, you know the whole drive me closer so I can stab him with my sword? This is
That's
drive me closer so I can lash him with my whip and then consume his jeans. But I really like the purple and the yellow here, like the color scheme.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
And then like
It's
contrasted with because the like drab whatever khaki that looks very like normal imperial human, and then the purple and the yellow just looks so otherworldly.
Well, but it's all very subdued and non-saturated.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, what
As
else we
you
got?
know, I've always been very fond of keeping color schemes that not saturated, not so bright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we see with your Ouroboros scheme, certainly.
Exactly.
And I'd not seen this yet, but this is Overlook 40K, and this is it looks like there's some Melisai snake ladies in the bottom there, and then there's and again that cult torso works really well at this scale. And then we've got some like crazy bone sword action. This actually reminds me of, do you remember that classic Slanesh model that was like the snake bodied person, and they're kind of like looking to, it was a pewter model. And they're kind of like pointing to the side, and they have the different knives.
I think it's just Goodwin sculpt, isn't it?
Oh, it must be because I love it.
Pretty sure.
This really reminds me of that in like a cool way. Yeah. So this was the last model that I had, but then I've got a bunch of art that people have done. So Smashed Head actually I think is in here twice because Smashed Head just did some really amazing stuff. But this piece of art with this Gene Stealer coming out of this pipe, this very much reminds me of your Lictor, Marco. Was it the Death Leaper that you had modeled coming out of the pipe?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and this is just so creepy. I love it. And like with the little drips down, oh, it's so good. And like the black and white and like the pencil, I guess maybe that's a pen marks. It's just so gritty.
Yeah, agreed. Love it.
Fantastic. And also a really good way of like negative space, the way it's coming out of the black.
Yeah, it could be some official art.
Yes, I agree. This could definitely be official art. Like Games Workshop, before you print that next Gene Stealer Codex, come on, get on this. Buy this up. It's so good. Because it reminds me of like the old stuff, the old art that we used to get, where like you'd have the black and white stuff in like the corner of a page, and it would be like a cutout.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, great work. And then I got another one from Smashed Head. I guess his name is Daniel Schneider. So this is more of like a propaganda poster, which I think is pretty cool. And this is founded shortly after the Battle of Macragge. The Macragge Workers Alliance, or MWA for short, gained a reputation as a resourceful workers specializing in reclamation work, establishing transportation systems on planet that have seen the worst of war. They've become a home for those seeking redemption after suffering the worst the galaxy has to offer. There's a strong bind between the MWA workers, some say bordering on the supernatural. Ooh, what could that be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is super cute. And he's got some more pictures of like his cult stuff here with his art, and pretty neat. Oh, here's a lot of like kind of desaturated.
How was the Canadian sci-fi series called again? After the book? Oh man, you're talking about it all the time.
Oh, Expanse?
Of course. It reminds me of the Expanse, actually. The description you read.
Oh, yeah. Like of the Belters?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's technically an American sci-fi series. It's just shot in Canada. And I won't shut up about how it's shot in Toronto. But literally everything is shot in Toronto, so that's not really a thing.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so that's the Macragge Workers Alliance. I really like the Macragge link in there. And I like this cool guy in the background with the like hood and with the goggles.
Yep.
And like there's like the lady stealer over there. So much good stuff here. And then the final one, oh man, Crippled Giraffe has been doing, so he's a visual artist and he's been doing Kai June, which is like another thing that's happening in June. But while doing Kai June, he's also been doing June Stealer with some of his stuff, and I love this so much. I can't say why. You got like the big chunky Goliath, and I actually like that the Goliath's been modified here. It doesn't have that pickup truck thing. Like it's got like a full kind of like van look. And then it just love that the Gene Stealers are clearly infesting cute little kitties by giving them ice cream. Don't take candy from strangers, little boys and girls. Because you might turn into a hideous alien monster.
Happens quicker than you think.
Yeah. Oh man. So
It's
I think
awesome.
I think he's even got like he's got this up on like a t-shirt. Like there's like a purple t-shirt you can buy from like whatever t-shirt, whatever website. But like, I don't know. I just love it. Like I don't do a lot of graphic tees these days, but I kind of want this awesome purple shirt with this Gene Stealer ice cream truck on it. But he's got some other stuff too. Like he did this. Oh man, check out this. He did this big beefy tyrant, like big chunk monster. I love that. And then there's also is it a zoanthrope? There's a orc stealer who's pretty cute. And then where's the weird zoanthrope thing? Oh yeah, this thing is just gross in all the best ways.
Favorite one.
So you've got what's clearly a cultist there, and he's clearly been kind of messed up. He doesn't look so good. Kind of reminds me of like something out of Dune, but yeah, I think he's really cool.
Interesting. It's interesting.
What was that?
Very interesting. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's done some really cool stuff, and then he's got like cool like kaiju stuff too. Oh, another Tyranid. Oh, cool. I didn't see this one. So a more insectoid Tyranid. Oh, that's neat. I like that. With the cool kind of like insectoid hooves and then like the end of the tail. Oh, that's really neat. That could be a cool concept to like chase down if you wanted to go like more insect based on your Tyranid swarm. And
Love it.
He's even inclusive. He's got a Beastman Gene Stealer, which is pretty cute.
I have a Beastman Gene Stealer. Don't you have one?
I don't. I should. Oh, look! Even on the thing's shoulder, the little Gene Stealer logo has little Beastman horns on it. That's so cool.
It should. Wow.
Damn. Clearly, I should have asked him to draw something for June Stealer. He's already got the like June Stealer logo in the back there. Oh man. I mean, I appreciate Simon, but I might have to send a PM to Crippled Giraffe and get this awesome June Stealer art from the back.
Simon is too old school.
Oh god, it's so cool. Anyway, so that concludes the June Stealer stuff that I wanted to talk about.
Great start, if you ask me.
Yeah. And then I had one other thing that I wanted to share. I'm getting this stuff out of the way at first, so I don't have to like stop working to show it later because it's kind of intensive. So anyone who saw a post on Instagram today saw that I got a special package in the mail. Did you see you don't check stories, do you, Marco? Did you see my story?
For some reason, they just don't jump into my eye. Don't ask me.
Okay, well, because you didn't see it, Flynn, did you see my story about the hint of what this might be?
Nah, I don't really remember.
Oh, you guys, man, you're killing me. So
I did see the story, but I don't remember.
Did anyone see the story about the hint of what the surprise is for this stream in the comments? You folks, did you get it? Let's see what they're saying in the comments.
Dude. Oh, from Roberto Cirillo, yeah.
Yes, you got it. So I got a special package from Roberto Cirillo in the mail.
Whoa!
And apparently Tom saw it. So this is that. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Oh no, I'm not gonna go that way. That'll spoil it. So, Roberto is really awesome. And apparently, if you ask him if you can pay him to do concept art for you, he'll be like, yeah, you can pay me to do concept art for you. So I kind of like tease this on a different stream, but...
And dum 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 dum.
So,
Roll.
this is concept art for a commission I'm doing for Darth Bob, who really liked Hell. Oh, here we go. We got Hell right here. Hey, look, she's almost to scale. So I was working on Hell, and Darth Bob liked Hell so much that he asked, hey, could you do like a version of Hell for me? But it's supposed to be inspired by the Red Dragon, demon, fallen angel, or whatever from the Bible.
Okay.
So we'll get into that more later, but we briefed Roberto on it, and he took a run at like updating the Hell design of a big chunky Carnifex with a couple of different concepts. So yeah, like look at this friggin' tail. I love this tail. It's like a weird scorpion thing. Even like this one. And then like, oh man, he shows like how the thing, there's like a shooter thing in the claw and how it like opens up. But even like this claw down here looks really interesting. It's just like a smorgasbord in here of good shit. And the idea with the Red Dragons that we wanted to look at it to look like it was like crowned. So that's why it's got all these weird horns on it. And we wanted it to look like it had these giant claws that could tear apart a Land Raider. So that is the first sketch. That was the rough sketch. Here's the second one. Ta-dang! So same kind of concept, but taken in a slightly different direction. And you can kind of see it here, but like the thing that I really love about this design is that it has a tail, but the tail doesn't attach to the hips. It attaches. It's like an extension of the spine. I think we might have talked about this on a different stream, but so here's like a top cross section of the tail.
Yeah.
And then a side, how it kind of attaches, and then you can see this crazy tail here. And then we had like an idea for like a chest symbiote that like eats people's biomass, so that's in there.
Wow.
And then wanted the feet to look more like a dragon and less like a hoof. So it's still got hooves, but it's got like multi-taloned hooves.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy claw, man. I love that. And then one of the cool things is that we wanted to have something like flesh hooks, but we wanted it to be like these really intense impaler flesh hooks. And the chest of the creature is going to be taken up by these ripper tentacles that come out, so you couldn't put the flesh hooks on the chest. So we came up with the idea of mounting them on the shoulders. And Roberto had this really cool idea of these things that fold up, and then they fire out the flesh, the impaler hooks, whatever, and then they could fold back down. So if you want, you can have them up or down.
Totally mind-blowing, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So those are the main body concepts, and then alongside those, he did a number of head concepts because we wanted to get down the idea that it was kind of like crowned with horns. I can no longer remember which one of these we decided to go with, but here are the first 6 that he came up with.
It's so amazing that Roberto is available for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. He's working in addition to it, so you gotta like work around his schedule. But yeah, like it's a commission, so you pay him a commission, and he can draw some cool shit for you. And then here's some more of the concepts for the crown. And I think we went with like something like this was the one that Darth Bob was really into, or maybe it was this one. I can't really remember. I gotta go back and check my notes.
Wow.
But yeah, these are pretty freaking cool. My favorite one was, I think, this one up here with like the spore chimneys integrated into the head kind of thing. Or this one was just really neat and weird. Like it looked very un-Tyranid to me, just to have this like central kind of fan thing on it. Or like this too was kind of cool. So yeah, these are really neat. So those were the rough sketches.
Crazy shit.
And then the pièce de résistance is this bad boy right here. So this is the final complete original sketch. So this one will be going home to Darth Bob to go alongside his miniature. but this is what I'm going to be basing the miniature on. The legs were a little small in this, so we're going to make the legs a little bigger. But yeah, this is the finalized concept.
Well,
He's got his crazy tail. He's got his like projectors up on his shoulders. Oh, there's the crown that we decided on.
I think the legs are a perspective thing.
Yeah, they look pretty small from this perspective, but we will definitely
It's-
address that.
It's because they're in the back. Of course, they will look big on the model.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I didn't really notice before, but it looks like he's got like two claws on the front of the hand and then 2 claws on the back of the hand. I really like that.
Yeah.
And then the like spore chimneys in the actual claws, which is pretty neat. Gives me the idea that there must be some like really crazy like biological processes going in there that it needs to vent. But even like the details of like the back of the hand, like this stuff is really cool.
Oh,
The angling on the hand
What's that?
makes it look the angling on the hand makes it look it's got 3 coming down from the top for the claws and then 2 underneath it.
Yeah, something like that. Because here it looks like 2 and 2, but I'm not really sure.
It's just because of the way the one on the right, it looks like it's coming directly out of the side, so it looks like it's mirrored on the other side for it.
Yeah, interesting. Have to figure that out. Yeah, so that's that view, and then I thought there was one more. Oh, there is one more. And then this is just kind of like the profile views.
What?
Finalized. So there's what he looks like from the side. With his like, so here the legs look a little small, so I'm gonna modify that. Also, like the way that the body is kind of like on an angle, and then the legs come out like this. I'd rather have it more upright.
Yeah.
With the legs.
Yeah, but excellent.
But I love this view. Like it reminds me of like a manta or something.
Of a what?
A manta ray.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I know you'd get that. You're Mr. Diver.
It's an eagle ray, to be precise. The eagle ray is closer, but I get your drift.
Stingray? Or
eagle ray.
Eagle ray? I've never heard of an eagle ray.
It's like a smaller manta ray. It looks a bit different, but it's much closer to this one. It's exactly an eagle ray, actually.
Cool. I love it. And I love like the weird bony protrusions from the tail. Like I think they look really cool.
Yeah, eagle rays are awesome.
And then like he even like shows like here, this is what the lower back plate's supposed to look like. It's like, wow, okay, that's awesome.
It's the spine tail what I really love on that.
Yeah. So I used to be excited about these sketches, but now I'm getting nervous. Because this is what I have to make now.
Yep. You should be.
Yeah. Oh, someone's commenting that the shields inspired, the forearm shields inspired by the Tyrannocyte, and I can definitely see that in here. It's very similar to the Tyrannocyte.
Which makes the job a bit easier, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not going to use a Tyrannocyte for it. I'm going to have to make it from scratch.
Okay.
A lot of this is going to be scratch sculpted, which is why I'm feeling nervous. But it'll be good.
Of course it will be.
So yeah, that's the surprise. Surprise!
Woo! Again.
Woo!
Great stuff. You really have to tell me about his conditions, because it's so tempting to tell me about what he charges, because it's so tempting to ask for more stuff.
Well, just ask him and he'll tell you what he charges. Cause like, yeah, I just like go to him and I'm like, hey, this is what I have in mind. And the key thing with, like, I don't want to put words in Roberto's mouth. You got to talk to him. But if you're getting him to sketch something for you that you're gonna make a model out of, that you're gonna like print or cast, that costs money, because he's like, oh, you're gonna make money off of this? Well, then I need to charge you more, which makes sense.
Of course.
But I told him that this was for a commission and that I would be creating it, so I'm getting paid to create it for Darth Bob, but not tons. And he's like, well, you're not going to copy it and sell it, are you? And it's like, no, we're not going to do that. So he was, I think, a little more the price was a little more forgiving because of that. But yeah, that's what he said it was partially based on.
Artists supporting.
Sorry, what was that?
Artists supporting artists, huh?
Yeah. I wish Simon was here, because look, I got Stargrave. Let's talk about
Yeah.
Stargrave. Woo!
Yeah, Simon's not here. How
He's
could
not
we?
here. It's okay. We'll save that for another time. I have to read it. I've been waiting to buy it from my local gaming store or whatever, but
Okay.
it was in stock and then it went out of stock and then it came back into stock and I tried to buy it like 3 times and they're like, we cannot process your PayPal, and I think their system was down. So I got tired after a point. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm buying it from Amazon. So
Yeah.
I bought models from them the other day. They lost their business on this though.
What a shame.
Yeah, well. Okay. So this is the part where I actually have to do some work, right?
You don't have. Did we actually visit the friendly gaming store when I was in Toronto?
We visited Silver Snail, I think, didn't we? Or did we visit Meep? No, I think we visited Silver Snail. Was it the one with the stairs that went up?
I'm not sure.
Like an old building, and there was like Matrix Sentinels on the staircase.
Yeah, I do remember the Matrix Sentinels. In
Yes.
fact, they inspired me to buy some.
So that store was called the Silver Snail, and it was like a legend in Toronto for years. And then side it burned down.
Okay.
And there was some like fire damage or smoke damage on the Silver Snail. And unfortunately, the Silver Snail had to close because of that. So it closed in that location and it reopened in a different location. And just to give you an idea, Simon had been to that location when you and I and him all went there. And then he came to Toronto another time. He's like, oh, let's go to Silver Snail. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can go to Silver Snail. But just so you know, there was a fire. It had to close. It reopened in a different location. And it's not quite the same. So I took him to the location. And he's like,
Yeah.
are you serious? This is the same store? What is this shit?
Oh,
Because it was just like their previous location was this old like wooden storefront kind of, and it was this kind of old building inside, and kind of like a shitty old comic store that you might,
yeah.
but like full of really cool stuff. Like they had like Matrix Sentinels climbing the stairs. It was really neat.
I
But
so remember this image.
the problem is that the new place is modern. It's like a coffee shop meets a comic book store, and it just doesn't have the same like ambiance or the same character as the original Silver Snail did.
I see.
So that's a little sad. So unfortunately, the one that you remember basically doesn't exist anymore.
Shit, which is
Yeah.
basically shit.
It's basically shit. I would have to agree.
Honestly, for those of you on the stream who don't know, it was your kind of usually cramped, nerdy comic shop, and in one room the whole ceiling was covered in those huge McFarlane Sentinel toys, Matrix Sentinel toys, and it was like a huge wave of those Sentinels, just like in the movie, coming at you.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed by it that I just needed to find some. They were out of production back then again, and just bought a couple of them because it looked so amazing. Yeah. I mean, they are aquatic droids, aren't they? So of course it was something for me.
It was, oh man, it was so cool. Yeah, Silver Snail was amazing. But the cool thing is that it's not the same anymore, but the title for coolest nerd shop in Toronto, in my opinion, has been taken over by a place called Meeple Mart.
Okay.
And it doesn't have like the crazy Sentinels going up the stairs, but it's a store that sells board games, but they also sell miniatures, and they sell like every miniature. Like they sell Games Workshop stuff, they sell Infinity stuff, like Warmahordes or whatever. What's the thing with the tall skinny people? Weird miniatures. But like I don't know. But anyway, to the point. Oh, Malifaux. That's what it's called. Malifaux. They got Malifaux there. But like even to the point where like like Cromlech, that company that makes like orc bits and stuff like that, and you can only buy them online. They have them in store. Like they'll order that stuff online and then they'll carry it in store. So it's a pretty cool store. They've got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So that's the new place, the new friendly local gaming store that I frequent. And it's not Silver Snail, but it's good at having like a crazy selection of stuff in addition to Games Workshop crap.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and it has like Funko Pop, and it has like weird dork stuff and toys and all kinds of stuff. And it's in a basement, like a nice clean basement, but it's in a basement, which I feel like is necessary when you're a dork shop. Adds a certain je ne sais quoi.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. All right, listen, I gotta go get a beer. I will be right back. You guys want to chat it up?
Yeah.
Where's the Hydra?
I don't know. It's you and me, buddy, and like Flynn. We gotta carry it. You and Flynn are in charge for the next 3 to 4 minutes.
We'll try not to burn and take the place down.
You guys will do fine. You just have a chat with the chat. See what's up with the chat, boys.
Let's burn it
Boys
all
and
down.
girls and other friends. Okay, I'll be right back.
So, chat, what are you guys working on for June Stealer? So, seeing Peter Hampson, you've got your Start Collecting set and your theme Omegas. You said you've been in Turbo, Butterfly, Brain Mode recently with Warhams.
How's it going? Really?
But Marco, have you got anything you're working on for June Stealer?
I have, but I can't talk about it yet. Not yet. I've got a small actually, but I don't want to spoil it. I think I'm gonna be able to post it early next week.
Oh, and welcome, Hydra.
Ultra special, but it's interesting enough, I think.
Yeah. Oh. The mysterious Hydra has now appeared.
He has appeared?
Yes, he has appeared.
He's
Yes, I did, sort of. I'll be with you in a sec.
He's such a rock star, isn't he?
He's a wizard. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Simon.
Just need to get my things figured out, and then I'm here. And yes, I'm a fucking rock star.
You are.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good evening, mighty Hydra.
Good evening.
You're a fucking rock star, but that is good. That's a good, that's a good thing.
I'm really sorry for showing up so late.
No worries, all good.
No worries.
We didn't mess it up completely before you turned up, so it's all good. Perfect timing, actually, because Nick's just taking a break. How are you doing?
I'm still trying to set up things. I'm sorry, I'm still running around trying to get my things sorted.
Sorry,
that's right, Simon.
Yeah, I have to admit that Mr. Pink is gone as well.
Yeah, he's gone for Lou.
Oh,
He's
nice.
gone to get a beer.
Okay. Well, actually, it was my my brother's wedding today.
Hey!
Hey, yes. And therefore, I actually did not plan to stay that long as we did, because no one could know in advance how long it's going to be today. And if there would be anything at all. But as it turned out, there was. And yeah, my brother did a not very good job at communicating what was going to happen and when and where and how. Probably because he didn't really know. But in the end, we expected to be late for the ceremony because I had to work. It was quotation marks just the civil ceremony.
Okay.
And for the ceremony, no one was allowed to be there in the first place. They were doing it with a government person behind locked doors, and afterwards they came out. And yeah, we were late for that. And suddenly, yeah, we had someone said, yeah, there was going to be dinner, and we were like, wow, okay, we did not know that. So we had to reschedule everything, and then until the kids were in bed. Yeah, long story short, here I am.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
And in celebration of your awesome brother, you have to buy all the drinks tonight for us.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's all have a beautiful beer here. I will start with this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you have?
Brinkhoffs.
Brinkhoffs. I have a Warsteiner.
Ausgezeichnet.
All proper German stuff.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to your brother.
Yes, to my brother, who ventured in the interesting sea of being married.
Brave guy.
Yeah.
He's bold of steel.
He has already 2 kids with that woman, so I guess it was not much of a choice. It was more like, yeah, why not? Why not save the tax?
I see.
No, there were probably romantic reasons involved as well.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. So, what are you cooking tonight?
Well, I had some veggie hamburgers, thanks, and some Greek tzatziki. How about you?
I had lots of shrimp. Actually, the dinner consists of Häppchen. I have no English word for that. It's basically slices of bread with stuff on it.
I'm sure there's no proper English word for this.
I'm sure.
Häppchen is such a funny German word.
Yeah. A little bite. Häppchen. Yeah, how would you translate that, Flynn?
Like bread, a little bit of bread with something on top of it.
Yeah.
Canapé.
Canapé, yes. Oh, that sounds
It's
so
a French word.
pushy French.
It's so French.
The British, we just steal things.
That's not an English word. We ask for an English word, and canapé is certainly not an English word. It can't be.
Yeah, you get 2 seconds to think about it until I have run and got my slug wizard.
And Peter Hampson goes, an open sandwich.
Nope.
That's what I would call it, an open sandwich or half a sandwich.
The whole idea of Häppchen is they're really small, like small. Chen is like it's like cutesifying a word. It's like Chen is like something cute and small, little and adorable. The Häppchen is something adorable, which is food, which has to be tiny.
Oh.
Canapé is pretty close actually, but
Yeah.
Canapé is like fancy stuff. Häppchen is not fancy. It's just cute.
Okay, in that case, it would have been canapé because the food was good. So we had shrimp and salmon and roast beef.
That's fancy.
Yeah, that was fancy. Tasted good.
A wild Simon appeared. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
Glad you could join us.
Yes, I just told the other dudes and the internet that I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Because
just learned a new German word, Nick, called Häppchen.
Häppchen?
Häppchen. Exactly.
Häppchen?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got it.
It's like the French word canapé, which is what Simon had this evening.
So Häppchen is a canapé?
Yes. Just not as fancy, but Simon's stuff was very fancy. So truthfully, he didn't have Häppchen, but he had canapé.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, my brother married today, and therefore I'm running late.
Which one? Doctor or lawyer?
The judge.
Judge.
Lawyer.
Yeah, he's a judge by now.
Awesome.
I'll be the judge of that.
Hey.
See what I did there?
Nice.
Don't encourage me.
You're sleep
so you guys
deprived.
had like a party.
Yeah, we sort of. It was a lot of what are we going to have until we actually had something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was not much information about what was going to happen, and otherwise if my brother would have been more precisely or would have been communicating better, I probably would be pretty filled up with tequila by now. But yeah, that's how it
Sorry, you're
goes.
not filled with tequila yet.
I'm fine. I think if I'm not filled up by tequila at this moment, it's better for me, for my future me, because tomorrow morning I definitely would have felt the tequila.
Yeah.
Your brother does not sound. Your brother does not sound efficient enough, if you ask me.
Yeah, he was
How appropriate.
he failed short of that. Oh, look at you, all fancy whiskey. It's the booze talk again.
What?
Nora, we can hear you laughing.
Shit, need my apron. You guys going for a walk?
Was there actually something funny I missed, or?
No. Tonight
Oh.
we're that serious. We have to be.
Oh, damn it.
The judge, the lawyer,
Which one? Yeah, I got so many brothers. Half Germany is my brother.
Sorry, I was just updating Nora on your brother.
Okay.
She's like, which one? I'm like, Milk Bar. She's like, oh my god.
Okay. Now I understand the artificial laughing.
Oh no, she was. It's because I was laughing and she was making fun of me.
Yeah,
You could hear her
I figured.
artificial laughing. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all could. The whole world could actually.
Oh great, everyone could hear you artificial laughing. Thanks for that. Oh my god. So I'm drinking. I'm not drinking a tequila. I'm drinking the love child of my favorite whiskey and my favorite beer, together in one.
What?
It's Innocent Gun, my favorite Scottish beer, made in Islay whiskey cask ale, and Islay is the part of Scotland where I like the whiskey the best, or the Scotch the best, and they use Lafroig, which is my absolute favorite fucking Scotch. So this is like, it's some limited edition thing, and I bought like 5 of them, but I will never have enough because it's all the things I love, all at once.
Why is it limited edition?
Well, hopefully it sells well enough, and then it won't be limited edition. Probably because they don't have very many casks, so they didn't.
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's me tonight. Ooh, ooh. I feel fancy. I feel fancy.
Right. So send some over here.
No. Did you hear me say it's limited edition? Come on, get your own.
Well, cheap ass.
I don't care.
Thank you for being such a cold heart.
You taught me well.
No, liar! I was always so good to you.
Isn't this the efficient German way?
It's the cold heart, stone-hearted German way.
Stoneheart.
So
now we're getting into something else.
It's the way of the blade.
Oh my! What is going on here?
I have no idea, but yeah.
But what I wanted to ask Simon,
Yes.
have you ever thought about being a slug wizard yourself?
I feel like there's a sexual joke in here. Simon's already. You ask his Norn Queen, she might tell you that Simon's already a slug wizard.
Oh, don't think of that.
Nick, why did I imagine you doing the Dr. Evil finger thing just then?
What?
Yeah, I
No,
will do that.
wasn't. I was too busy getting out my putty, but I was doing a stupid thing with my face.
Hooray! Hooray for slug wizards! Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is to slug wizards.
To slug wizards and Milk Bar Brothers.
I've got some wine here. 2 slug wizards.
Wine! Oh, la-di-da! Someone got fancy in French.
Yeah, I would even say 2 French slug wizards. How about that, huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh la la!
Are you hanging out with Bon Ami Jérémon or something?
Every second evening, actually. Every second evening. I tell you.
I can tell because you're using his favorite lubricant for sculpting. The
I am.
Chateau Neuf de Papadi 1970 wine. Hey, that'd be a pretty good year. 1970. I didn't even think about it. 1970. Oh, Mark says Lafroig is tasty scotch. He's officially my favorite.
I've never drunk it before.
It
But
tastes
people
like
talk-
licking a fire pit.
Oh yeah.
And maybe a little bit like salami. Like smoked. It's very, very... have you drank much scotch?
Sometimes I was told it's great. Several people told me about it actually.
Well, scotch can be very smoky, and if you're okay with smoky, you're
Yep.
probably going to be okay with scotch. But if you don't like smoky, you're probably going to... Like, not all scotches are smoky, but my favorites are smoky. And Lafroig is one of the smokiest scotches out there.
Actually, in Germany we talk about it being more like earthy, not smoky, which is funny.
Yeah, true. Like, so they talk about the peat content. So peat is the like, it's earth that you can burn.
Okay.
So they use, I don't know if they still do. I think they still do. But like, what they would do is they would take peat, they would cut peat, which is basically like moss kind of, and earth and like grass all like mixed together, but you can burn it. And they would use it, and they would use that to smoke the barley. So
interesting.
the barley got this like earthy, smoky flavor. And on this island, Isla, where my favorite scotch comes from, all my favorite scotches, there's a number of different distilleries. Isla is known for having, they call it peated scotch. So it's scotch that has that smoky, earthy flavor.
Oh, interesting.
Whereas some other places, like if you know like Glenmorangie scotch, it's like a pretty famous one, or like Macallan scotch, they have a very low peated value. Like they're almost like not peated at all. So they're more like sweet or smooth or whatever. They don't have the earthy, smoky tones. But I'm basically only interested in the earthy, smoky tones, which means that Nora is not interested in coming anywhere near me when I'm drinking scotch. Because I smell like someone who left a salami sandwich in a fire pit.
Women love this kind of shit, don't they?
They do not. Hey, Navarro's here. Navarro, were you here when we talked about your stuff? Also, Bargast is here, but Bargast, were you here when we talked about your stuff? Borneo's here. Were you here when we talked about your stuff? We talked about all your stuff.
Dude, you're on a roll.
At the beginning of the stream, we went over June Stealer stuff, and you were all featured. So if you missed that and all the lovely things we had to say about you, I guess you can catch it on the recording.
He talked shit about you.
Shut up. He talked shit about you. He said,
No,
he said that Pedro Navarro, what did you say? Full power on everything, but sometimes falls off the edge of the world? What was the thing?
I said Navarro back then went with full power creativity into every one of his unique Gene Stealer lines. Like, just total 100% creativity and no holds barred, like this.
Yes.
Which was kind of amazing.
Also, if everyone in the chat was going deaf, I just corrected Marco's audio. I didn't know quite how loud he was, but it should be better now.
It should be loud.
Yeah, I think you were a bit too loud before.
No. How can I ever be?
Marco is always precisely as loud as he intends.
Exactly. You all could learn so much from me.
What happened to Hydra? He teased us. He's like, hey guys, I'm actually here, and now he's gone.
He's such a rock star.
Tequila.
He's such a rock star.
No, he's turned into an actual slug wizard, so he doesn't move very fast. So he had to go to the toilet, but it's going to take him all day to get back.
Perfect. That was good. Oh, I really have images in my head of him looking like a slug wizard, which is all kinds of funny.
I feel like if you know Simon has like or Hydra, he has like a not impressed face, which is basically like gravity is like he's got hypergravity working on all of his facial features, and I feel like that would be his slug wizard face.
That
He
is
would just-
very well
Use that same face all the time as he was inching towards you as a slug.
said.
Oh, geez.
What's up, Flynn?
Oh, Hydra's just left. Oh, he's back in.
Oh, he left and came back?
His feed just cut. Yeah.
He heard us talking about him.
Slug wizards come and go as they please.
Yes, a slug wizard arrives precisely when he intends to.
You shall never try to hurry them.
He's never early or late.
Is Queek, I can't pronounce it, in quarantine, is that Hydra in chat? Going, does anyone hear me?
Queek Kunsternich in Korn. I have no idea what that is. That might be Hydra. I don't know why anyone else would be asking if we could hear them, because the answer is no. Stop hacking my chat.
Alright. Yeah, we can't hear you, Simon.
I think it's Simon. Yep.
And who is
Yeah, it is.
Queek Kunsternich? Wait, Kunsternich is
Simon.
something about art? Is
I
it
think
not?
it's Simon's professional account, I guess.
Oh, what a professional. Way to dox your professional account in front of everyone, bud.
Well, yeah, he has a job, but unlike some of
I can
us,
hide-
he has a paying job.
What? You get paid?
Yes.
Oh, you mean you don't get paid as well as he
Sorry.
does?
Every
But
great guy.
Simon's brought the technical difficulties this week.
Yeah, thanks, Simon, for getting in the tentacle difficulties in. We always need some tentacle difficulties. At least
Just-
I had the good sense to have my tentacle difficulties before we went on stream.
Just use your slug wizard powers.
Yes.
He could, but he doesn't
Okay.
want to.
Marco, it's your turn next week.
Yeah, you bring the
Oh.
tentacle difficulties next week.
I can. I always can. So Nick, what time is it now in Toronto?
In Toronto, it is 5:25 p.m. What time is it there?
From when on are you legally allowed to drink whiskey?
Noon. I'm not drinking whiskey. I'm drinking beer. It's
I
just
see.
beer that's been flavored in whiskey casks.
It's beer flavored. Okay, woo.
Yeah, so it's brewed in the casks of the whiskey. So
Now
it's
I
whiskey
get it.
cask ale.
Now I get it. This is from a German perspective. This is sacrilege because we don't do beer which is not pure.
Okay, here we go. So, blah, 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 blah. It is
I would-
in their 10-year-old original cask strength whiskey casks that we have slowly matured in innocent gun beer that is just as bold and just as extraordinary.
Sounds awesome.
So it's aged. So the thing with this beer, the reason I love it so much is that ever since it came out, it's aged in oak barrels, which is not a beer thing to do.
Yep.
So when I first tried drinking this beer, it was like strangely sweet and like had a very like rich flavor.
Okay.
So that's kind of its thing. That I think it's like a beer that's matured like a whiskey, and it's Scottish, and it is one of my. Well, I like some local beers, but it is one of my absolute favorite beers in the world.
So is it sweet?
It's a little bit sweet, and it's kind of like it's got something kind of like a buttery flavor.
Okay.
Like I remember when I first drank it, that was when like Harry Potter was around, and I would jokingly refer to it as butterbeer.
Interesting.
Because in Harry Potter you got butterbeer, but that's like basically
Yeah.
like pop the kids drink, but this is like, adult pop.
I'm
But
really
I
curious.
love it. It's not I don't think it's like any German beer I've had, but I love it.
I guess so. Would love to try it one day.
You guys don't have it there?
I don't think so.
Oh,
maybe
weird.
maybe if I look for it, but not.
Yeah,
not
you should try and
regularly.
look for it. It's called Innis and Gun.
Yep.
It's very, very good. And like the normal one is just like it comes in like a red can, or
Okay.
sometimes you can get in bottles. Don't get the lager. The lager is fine, but I don't think it's the best experience. You want like the original Innis and Gun in like a red label bottle or can.
Interesting.
Have you ever tried it, Flynn? You ever drank it in the UK?
Which one?
Innis and Gun.
No, I think it's mainly because I don't really drink whiskey or spirits that much.
Oh no, it's beer.
I'm more. Yeah. Is it a proper ale or is it a thing? 'Cause it's one of those.
I have no friggin' idea. I think it's an ale.
Has it got bubbles?
It's got bubbles. Doesn't all beer have
Okay, then
bubbles?
Ales, not all ales have bubbles. Ales are more smooth and everything, and I normally drink ales and stuff.
You mean like carbonation?
Yeah, lagers have got more carbonations, more bubbles and stuff. And it's a lot more sugary, fatty. I don't drink that as much. So I'm more to stick to ales and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think some of them you can't really get outside in certain places just because they're not the.
It's from Scotland, for Christ's sake. How can you not get it?
Because some of the breweries are local and stuff. So there's one in London called London Pride, which is made by Fuller's. You can't get it in like pubs outside that aren't a Fuller's pub, and they're mainly just located in London. So
Innocent Gun ships to Canada, so I'm pretty sure that it would be available UK wide. And I feel like when I lived in the UK briefly, I found it fairly easily, but that was like nearly 10 years ago.
I haven't had it.
Well, you should look it up. It's very good.
Yeah.
You lived in the UK?
Very briefly. I had a UK girlfriend. So I lived in the West Midlands, I think, kind of near Birmingham. Yeah, I was staying in Jervis Johnson's basement, didn't I tell you?
Liar.
You would know, you were there. No, yeah, I had a after I taught English in Japan, I was dating a girl who was from the UK, and we weren't sure if we wanted to live in Canada or we wanted to live in the UK. So we spent some time in the UK, and then we spent some time in Canada, and then we decided to break up. But she was lovely, and her family was lovely, and that was the one and only time that I've ever gone to Games Day, UK.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so I've now been to UK, Games Day Germany, Games Day UK, and Games Day Canada. You better remember, man. That was the first time I ever came to your house.
Let me guess, then the UK kicked you out, didn't they?
What?
Then the UK kicked you out, didn't they?
Yeah, I said, screw you, man. Get the hell out of here.
Exactly. Of course.
It was interesting. When I was living in the UK, that was when I was first working on my original Homunculus Coven, the commission for that guy. And it was really weird because we were like living in my girlfriend's parents' house and not really working. She was like doing some volunteer stuff, and I was like, I'm working on this commission. And I would spend like hours and hours a day making homunculus stuff, and I spent way more time on that than I got paid for.
And I guess her parents didn't ask what kind of pervert stuff you would.
No, they were actually really well. Her parents were like art lovers, and her little brother was into Warhammers, so they were like actually really into what I was doing, because I like taught her little brother how to use green stuff and stuff like that. Okay. So they thought it was pretty cool.
Not in a pervert kind of way.
No, not in a pervert kind of way.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Her parents were super kind. Like it was a bit ridiculous. Like we broke up, but I wound up having like a continuing relationship with her parents for years after we broke up, which was kind of strange. But
okay.
Nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Yay!
Good.
Welcome back, Mr. Slug Wizard. I'm sorry you're working in slug time.
Yeah. I
don't know if you
laughed so hard.
I don't know if you heard us, but we were talking about if you were a slug wizard. You know that face that you make when like you're like really disappointed, or you're like, oh Jesus Christ, here we go again? That would be your slug wizard face.
Yeah.
It would be so perfect.
That would be fitting. Guys, I've got a question.
Yes, what is your question?
If you were, what kind of slug wizard would you be?
What?
What kind of slug wizard?
If you were a slug wizard, what kind of slug wizard would you be?
Me?
Simon.
Simon.
Of course, Simon.
I probably, if I could choose one, I would be the one I build.
Of course.
Because not of course. I'm not, most of the time I'm not the biggest fan of my own work.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this dude has like everything I want to have. So he's floating. I would love to do that. He has 4 arms. I'd love to have them as well.
Yeah.
He's carrying his whole shit on his on the shell of his back.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do that. So you don't have to search long. You just turn around 180 degree and grab what you need from your back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
with one of your 4 arms, and he's magic. He's doing wizard things. So yeah. Compared to other slug wizards I've seen so far, I would prefer to be mine, and that's not a poshy thing for me to say. It's very rarely that I would actually like something I do.
Yep.
Okay.
But could we say then that you sculpted the slug wizard as an idealized version of yourself?
I like it.
From a very deep psychological perspective, maybe.
I
I'm
love it.
sure you have, which is not a shame. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool that if you sculpted this thing from a deep psychological version of yourself that you really love it. That means you love yourself. That's good.
Oh, that's true.
Good work.
Boys, we've reached a new level of intimacy and art this evening.
Damn
I'm
fucking
amazed.
straight.
Well,
And I can go to bed straight now because I love myself.
Yes. Wait,
which is good.
we still have to discover about other people. Marco, tell us about your slug.
My slug.
If you if you could be a slug wizard, what kind of slug wizard would you be?
Thing is, I have no other way than answering this one. Most people, when thinking about slugs, think about land slugs, but I have been fortunate enough to see maybe thousands of underwater slugs,
Of course.
and they have much more variety, brilliant colors, and amazing shapes than our usual garden variety slugs on Earth.
Yeah.
And the biggest one is the Spanish dancer, which is
Spanish dancer.
Yeah, I know that.
Spanish dancer is the biggest slug on Earth. It's like 30 centimeters long,
I want to look this thing up.
and it's it's awesome. And it has some giant shrimps living on top of it sometimes. The emperor shrimp. Which
Whoa,
is,
cool.
Yeah, they're really big and funny looking, brightly colored shrimps.
Whoa,
living on
this thing's huge and red. Oh my god, it's like crimson red. Of course it's yours.
It's glowing inside. And the thing is, it normally gets shown on the world and in documentaries because it has a very elegant way of swimming through the water.
Yeah, I just saw it. Apparently it's supposed to look like a dress, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Spanish dancer usually had some traditional red skirts, and the Spanish dancer slug has been called after them. But the tragic thing about them is their dance when they swim through the water is so beautiful.
Yeah.
People have tended to just make them dance, and the Spanish slug dancing is like an evasive thing.
Oh, so it stresses it out.
Yeah, absolutely. They can only do this 3 times at night, then it's done. They can't do it anymore. So I've seen quite a few of them actually over the years, and I've never seen one like swim or dance because I wouldn't ever force such a beautiful creature to do this. But they're beautiful. They're awesome. So of course, if I was any slug wizard, I would be a Spanish dancer slug wizard.
I want to see that.
Can someone make a drawing of that?
And
I want to see this.
I would have shrimps living on top of me, and there are emperor shrimps living on top of me. All of that.
Emperor Moloch shrimps living on top of you. Got it.
Absolutely.
Or can please someone draw Marco as a Spanish dancer?
Yes, with the beautiful red dress.
The emperor shrimps living on top of me.
2 little emperor shrimps for head, for his ears, or for his antenna.
Actually, the only underwater photo I ever won a competition with was of a Spanish dancer with an emperor shrimp on top.
Wow.
One of the
Cool.
nicest pictures I ever took, of course, on body. Where else?
But Marco, you won the competition for my heart with your picture of the God, what's it called? It's right there. I'm staring at it.
The bobbit.
The bobbit worm.
Thank you.
If I had to pick a slug, I thought that there was like a crazy slug called like a devil slug or something, but I looked it up and it's not what I'm picturing. So I'm gonna go with a banana slug because they're big and gross. Be a big fat banana slug wizard.
Show a picture.
I don't want to. It's a pain in the ass. Look it up on your phone. I just looked up your Spanish dancer on the phone.
What was it? Banana slug?
Easy
Banana
best
slug.
Banana slug.
They're just big and ugly. They're fine.
Just like Simon.
Just like me.
You're not big.
Hey, I'm pretty big when Simon's not around.
He's working on it.
My wife says I'm big.
Aw, she doesn't know big.
Oh, wow. Walked right into that one.
The banana slug, how large is it?
It's not as big as your Spanish dancer, but it's goodly sized.
Banana.
How could it?
It's a girthy slug.
It doesn't have any emperor shims on it.
And really, if there's one thing you can wish for in this life, it's to be have a girthy slug.
Oh, jeez. That's gross.
Come on, start talking about slugs. Where do you think I was going to take this?
I think we have a good topic ongoing here.
Oh shit! I need to update the sign.
Well, oh yes, caution.
Oh, we're running out of space. I should start a new one. Not opinion content. Where's my blue pen?
So, while we're talking about the slug wizards, I just wanted to remind people, although slugwizards.com has posted some juicy boozy prizes, and I would love to grab one of those prizes because they look yummy.
Hey, I thought we said this wasn't about prizes.
Yes, I was about to say that. This is not about prizes. This is about charity. This is about donating money to a good cause. So
And art. It's about art.
yeah, and donating money to a good cause.
Yep.
I would like to stress that because everyone's doing a slug wizard saying, oh yeah, I'm doing a slug wizard. Yeah, just go out there. You can also donate without making a slug wizard. You don't have to make a slug wizard to donate.
Yep.
Yep. End of plug.
Nice. Oh, Simon, you missed my plug earlier.
Oh, what did you plug?
Can you see my video?
On YouTube, yes.
Yeah, give it a second. It'll catch up. It's your favorite thing to plug.
Yes. Nice.
So now I need to read it.
What?
Now I need to read it, and then we can talk about it.
Yes, we should.
Maybe we'll do a podcast episode.
That's awesome because I may have scheduled my first game.
Oh, cool. With Matthias?
Yes.
Cool.
And because I will be home alone for a full week.
Holy toot! How'd you swing that?
Yeah, we're going to have summer vacations in 3 weeks.
What? That seems soon. Oh wait, no, it's June. Oh my god, I've completely lost track of time.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what?
I'm like, what? You have summer vacation in May? It's like, no, it's not May. Oh look, it's a dog. Oh, are we doing dog time?
We do right now.
Okay, I need to fetch my dog. Hold on.
Okay.
Simon's dog's probably sleeping.
Yeah. She has to stay at home all day long.
But
alone.
Just hates when the door's closed for our podcast. She just hates not being able to come inside. So when she's allowed to, she's just like, oh, thank you, master. Thank you, master.
Okay,
I'm so happy.
Let's see if I can get my dog. One sec.
Master.
Is he available? Come here, Ripley. Come here, buddy. Oh, yeah. Come here. Come here, fatty. Oh, he's hyped up, is he? You gonna do some sculpting, Rip? Oh, shit.
I did.
Can you turn on the overhead lights?
Ooh.
Come here. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. Hey, Rip. Say hi.
Aww.
Say hi, right here. These are where the people are. Oh. Yes, please eat my face. Okay, yes. Here, eat my hand. If that'll make you happy, eat my hand. Yeah, chew it up. Chew it up. Oh, he's so done. Oh, do you have a stick? Mom's gonna get you a stick.
Awesome. So cute.
Hold on. You want to say hi? Give the mic a lick. Oh, there you go. Yeah, now you got something to chew. Oh, he's escaping.
He's a handful, isn't
There
he?
you go. I don't want it. Leave me alone. I'm not.
He's a handful.
Yeah, he's grown.
You doing okay? You getting
Going
sleepy?
pretty
What are you
quick,
doing?
yeah.
It's a little dark, but. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Give me some love. That was a good lick. Mwah.
Those ears are gonna be huge, right?
So this is Ripley. Ripley's getting there. He's getting a little big.
I think he looks bigger already.
I think this is a hard angle. I don't know if they can really tell.
They will hang on the
Ow!
floor.
That was my finger. We need a Space Marine for scale.
You have 9 more. Don't try.
Where's one? This is my workshop. There are no Space Marines.
I was gonna do Dawn for scale, but he might bite it.
Oh wait, here. Yeah. Well, I could do Hell for scale. You might not bite it.
I don't think that really tells you much.
He's bigger than Hell.
What about a Bulbasaur?
What the fuck? A Bulbasaur. He is.
He'll probably eat the Bulbasaur.
It's really big.
He's gonna
Like
eat it. Oh,
fuck.
he's looking at. Oh, he wants to eat it. Bap! 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 Bap!
No!
Bap! Bap!
No!
Bap! Bap! Bap!
Hey, if you wanted to sing your arms, you shouldn't get it worked out.
I know. You're right. Thanks for the Bulbasaur for scale. Mwah.
What about a sea?
Oh, Jesus.
He is larger than a sea otter.
Yeah, I bet so.
Is that a
He wants to
Pokemon?
eat everything. He just oh my god!
Hey, don't stab him.
I'm not gonna stab him with the stick. I'm trying to keep him on frame and engaged, but he does not want to be here.
Try and engage him. While you keep
Yeah.
It'll be challenging.
No matter what the
Ooh.
internet says, animals are not very keen on being on screen.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I think people have probably had enough dog.
Never.
No one else is showing the dog. Stop chewing my bracelet. Okay, can you take him, please? Take the dog, please. I'm trying to sculpt here. We're doing a professional
No.
screen thing here. By the
You
way.
never started, liar.
Thanks for visiting, Rip. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Oh, Jacob's not here. Yeah, bite, bite, bite. Ah.
Watch his eyes.
Okay, kids. Dog education 101.
Thanks. Thanks for bringing him in. Should I put him down?
Yes.
Go, be free. So fuck this, I'm not here. He's getting big. Jesus.
Yes, he is.
He's gonna be a killer one day.
Yeah. Killer. Killer machine.
Oh, that is not me. So you didn't bring Sam on? Is she sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
She's old. She just turned 10 last week.
Holy
So
crap. I didn't realize.
that give the old lady the rest she needs.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, she would have been all over the place because we have left her here
Yep.
and did not take to the wedding because we were not sure how it's going to work there.
Because you had no information?
Yep. And so she stayed for, longer than we planned for, but
Yeah.
she took it very easy and she did not destroy the house. But basically, I guess that because she's old.
Isn't she too old for destroying the house?
Yeah, I guess that's the reason why it's still standing.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. So how has been your nerd week, your hobby week so far?
Marco, how's been your nerd week?
Well, I didn't work on any slug wizards, so it has been kind of lacking.
We can't
Sorry
all
about
be as awesome and slug wizardy as Simon is.
Come on.
No, I think you all commented already on my biggest accomplishment this week.
The dancing guard, the dancing knight.
Exactly. I was working on some Armiger Knights, the small ones, and even after all those years working on like hundreds of models and converting shit and doing stuff, I did a conversion and thought, okay, it's finished, it's done, it's good. And you know, sometimes always you have this tiny voice on the back of your head, like, you sure? You sure?
Yeah,
Sure?
my tiny voice is Simon saying, "Damn it, Jones, you can do better."
Brilliant. And thing is, sometimes you're so blind to your own work, and I was like, it's just not quite right. But I wanted it to be finished because the project has been dragging on for so long, and I want to get it finished.
Yeah.
And of course, I wanted to believe it's awesome, it's perfect. How could it be any better? And the voice said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And when the veil lifted of my own delusion, I was like, "Dude, this is hilarious. It looks so bizarre and shitty and funny."
Do you have
I was
it,
laughing.
or did you already pull it apart?
I pulled it apart
That's
again.
what you posted.
Yeah.
No, I know I saw it, but like I was wondering if you could show it on the stream.
Okay.
No, I pulled it apart. Sorry, it's looking good now.
You say that.
Are
but...
you sure?
Yeah. Now I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure, actually. But it's funny how delusional you can be when your own work is just dragging you into the process. And yeah, I was laughing my ass off when I realized how stupid I have been, because it looked just like that straight from a Tom and Jerry cartoon or something.
It was your Spanish dancer.
Yeah. No, I
Should
think
have kept him.
Spanish dancers are more elegant than that. This was just hilariously stupid. So yeah, I took a bit of a hiatus in the last 2 weeks because I was rather busy, so I didn't do as much as I would have liked to.
Yeah.
But this is the best story that I have for today.
Nice.
No, funny but not nice. It was just like
It's a nice
very
story. It's a nice story. I like the story.
I think it is.
Anything that inspired you, Marco? So anything you've seen where you would say that
yeah,
was
other people's
amazing?
stuff.
Let me think about it.
Of course, you have seen my slug wizard, but
Of course, I can't see anything else on this world.
He's so
besides the
inspired by your slug.
Absolutely. Who isn't? The burly ladies tell stories of his slugs still after all this.
Certainly not his wife.
No.
She's definitely inspired by his slug.
oh yeah.
Eventually, I will
Yeah.
stop these stupid jokes.
No, actually, I've been off the grid a bit, and I haven't seen too much Warhammer stuff this week. For some reason, I mean to drop some June Stealer surprise next week, but I haven't done anything right yet, and I haven't seen too much myself. So I wasn't too inspired myself, which is kind of sad. I need to get more stuff in.
You know,
Take
the
more
best
stuff in.
the best way to drop a surprise is to tell everyone about it before.
Yes, that's why I did it. It's
Good.
going to be a surprise.
This way, you put enough pressure on yourself to actually do it,
Ah,
right?
nice.
Be serious and tell us the truth. Did you ever model a dancing model? Did you ever do something like this before? Like ever?
You mean like a shitty pose?
No, like a dancing pose.
Intentionally dancing? I don't know that I have.
See?
Maybe a Dark Elder or something, but I don't think so.
No, you haven't. I'm superior to you in every way. I have
course.
done a dancing robot, and you've
course.
done dancing.
No, I'm just here sculpting this thing from scratch for 2 years.
Absolutely, and it's not dancing. Is it dancing? No, it isn't.
Sure it is. It's dancing on this tactical dreadnought.
Nah, that's stomping. That's not a dance. It's like a stupid skinhead dance.
So in terms of me, Hydra, I have not had a ton of time. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of my time is taken up by dog stuff.
I don't know why. Yeah.
I force myself.
Welcome to the real world.
Surprise!
Yes, now I have a dependent. I
Surprise!
force myself to do a little bit of hobby every day, but some days it's very, very little hobby. So mostly it's just getting a little more stuff done on the Dom. And honestly, like Marco, I've been a little bit out of the world. Like I don't spend as much screen time, which is good. But I've been most inspired by like the June Stealer stuff. And before you came on, we did a little review of some June Stealer content.
Yep.
And yeah, I noted some stuff in there that I found inspiring.
Great stuff in it.
Yeah. What about you? Tell us about your week. You've been working on Slug Wizard. What else?
Yeah. I'm trying to do a slug streak.
Good.
So
I think that's called a slime trail.
Definitely.
yeah, pun intentional. This
Yeah.
pun was brought to you by the International Pun Association. IPA.
Good.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to get my Slug Wizard done because I feel that I'm running out of time already.
Yeah.
And I still got some time left.
What is the deadline? Is there a deadline?
It's the 20th of
Oh,
June.
okay. Yeah.
Which is my wedding day at the same time, so I don't have much time for last minute dash
your-
as I would
To
do
be
on
clear,
other
is
things.
your anniversary?
Yes. Yes, sorry.
Hmm.
Um,
Unless there's something you want to tell us.
no. Oh, no. Oh, there was a very bad joke at the wedding of my my brother.
There always is a bad joke at the wedding.
So this is, yeah, there always is. But luckily my mother didn't speak up this time.
Oh, good.
She moaned about it, but she had to stay quiet.
Good.
Nick, in Germany,
Hold on.
in Germany you're usually allowed to only have one wife, which is a pity, of course.
Oh, because
Yeah.
Catholicism?
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do my slug streak, doing every day a bit of slug thing, and I think so far I have enjoyed too much pushing around paint, like
Yeah.
blending browns and things together. No one ever will see because I'm not very good at taking pictures of things.
Yeah.
And so all the colors that I'm trying to work into this thing will be swallowed by the camera.
Well, who cares? You know they're there, and you can see them.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's for me. I have had some mail call. I had some boxes arriving for my June Stealer project, but I have to be honest. I prioritized the Slug Wizard over June Stealer because there's only so much time.
Yeah.
And no, I feel like I feel a bit guilty because usually I just buy miniatures when I have an immediate use for them, and I feel like I have just bought stuff for the bits box.
No, you bought it for June Stealer. And even if you don't get it done in June, do July Stealer. I need your June Stealers in my life. So
I
you need
will
to
do
do
my
them
best
whenever you
with
do them. All right?
Okay.
Like, especially when I
keep that
saw
in mind.
those the tech guys that you're going to use for the tech Stealers, I got really excited.
Yeah. So what I got is that got me really excited. I think if I'm bad at recommending things, but if I could recommend anything, a box or two, I would recommend this Living Peasant box from Fireforge Miniatures.
Yeah.
Because it's full of awesome bits, and one of the most important bits there is an open hand.
I was going to say an open hand.
There are so many open hands in there, it's crazy. And they're pretty good scaled as well. And the other box is here from Fireforge as well, the Northern Folk Ramble. It's basically peasants with all kinds of peasant things. And I find that really hilarious because I love non-combat models.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, then I got this this box here, and I have to admit I did not look up the miniatures before I ordered them.
Okay.
Oh. Their legs are a bit chunky. I don't love their legs.
Yeah. Well, the legs are, I don't know. Something about the pose is not speaking to me.
Yeah.
But
But just use the bits to make your own thing.
Yeah, that's what I will do. I will just trim down all because they have some weird bits on their belts, like those super thick grenades that make them really chunky there in the mid section.
Yeah.
And they appear a bit dwarfish.
Yeah.
I think they had too
a bit shrunk.
I think they just had too many Häppchen.
Yeah, probably.
Is that what they're keeping on their belt? Extra Häppchen?
Yep.
And they have these weird ponytails going on. So honestly, I will just tear them down and work from there. But I'm really looking forward to use them and make some high-tech Gene Stealer Vanguard things. No, not Vanguard, but how would you call it?
What do you mean?
Like bodyguards.
Oh, bodyguards.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds great.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, because in my Gene Stealer called Brain, There's no reason why gene stealers always infest the lowlives. They
Yeah.
always try to aim for the highest possible class.
Yep.
And why would they, stay with peasants or I don't know, some gangsters or stuff like that? They would try to reach up into the hierarchy as high as possible.
Yep.
And I think if a cult is discovered before reaching that, it has ultimately failed.
Oh, okay.
And why would
Okay.
I want to play a cult that has ultimately failed?
Yeah.
Because a discovered cult is a dead cult, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and therefore, I'm trying to work around some ideas where the cult is successful and has gained in power, and power is always, seeable in gear and technology and stuff like that.
Nice.
So
I really like that.
will we see a governor patriarch?
Oh, that would be awesome. I honestly had an idea for a painting, but I'm pretty sure I will not be able to pull that off. But just as a little exercise, take a picture in your head from a family portrait from someone in the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Where they have those fancy dresses and lots of clothing and stuff like that. So basically, the picture a imperial royal.
Yeah.
So that would be my baseline to go with the painting, and then I would have a sitting woman, looking pretty human, sitting on a large chair, cradling her swollen pregnant belly
Yeah.
in her hands, tending to it. And there's her husband standing behind her, and he's lacking sort of hair, but having rather big head, but nothing too too weird.
Yeah.
The only thing would be in that painting, if you look closely, you would see that there are 3 arms cradling the woman.
Oh, nice.
Good
Yeah.
one.
I thought you were gonna say that there was like a hideous gene stealer kid beside them, but
Yeah,
the
but
3 arms is
it's
good.
still in the belly, so there will
No, I
be.
know. I thought there was like another kid. It was like their second kid was in the belly, but no, I like
Okay,
that.
yeah,
That's awesome.
that would be my drawing, but yeah,
So there's no prizes, but you just won June Stealer. Congratulations.
Awesome idea.
yeah, and I
What about
have to
sketching
admit
it
that,
instead of a painting, or you really want to do the painting?
I honestly thought about making a model about it with it.
Oh, okay.
But then I have to admit that that's nothing original. I have come up with that idea for my Gene Stealer called, eons ago.
It's
when I
still
did my
original if you
first
came up with it
model.
before. That's still your original idea.
Yeah, that's true. Because I had pregnant women in my Gene Stealer cult,
Yep.
and and I think that's something I would love to dwell into at some point, because I always say that the Sky Mother protects,
Yep.
having the deity they are worshipping being female,
Yep.
because I think there's a lot of female aspects to Tyranids and the whole thing, because it's about giving birth to something, and
You
we're
mean other
talking
than
about
the fact that all the Tyranid names are bad names for women?
yeah, let's not talk about that.
Sorry. Is Flynn
But,
still
yeah, I
here?
think-
Did we lose Flynn, or has he just been like really silent?
I'll be
I
back.
don't know.
You guys have been talking. I'm still here.
Okay, good.
So I would love to have the Sky Mother be the counterpart to the Emperor, because the Emperor is all this masculine, look at us, tough men thing, having muscles and ruling the world and everything.
Yeah.
And then she would be like the female aspect.
Yep.
So she's like cleaning and cooking, or what is she doing?
Cleaning
She's
up the horrible biomass and cooking up something better.
yeah. I would say she would be cunning and plotting and using the brute stupidness of the male for her goals.
Nice.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. So that would be my take on the gene stealer cults.
Oh, different from your circus last time.
Yeah, no, this is the religious aspect. The question is
Oh,
how
okay, gotcha.
how to bring the gene to bring the seed to the people.
Yep.
And I think there's so many stories to be told within the gene stealer cult,
Yep.
like having this flying circus thing going around, infecting people and sending them back to their worlds, and then they arrive back at their world, and then they form a
Yep.
cult there, and that grows, and blah blah blah.
Nice. So yeah, it sounds like we need to do July Stealer as well. You've got too many good ideas. And really,
Shit.
it's going to be July Stealer before I can do anything June Stealer related. But
Well, you have a puppy. You have an excuse.
well, I also have several commissions that I need to do that are not June Stealer related. I feel like that's more what's holding me back.
Okay.
But puppy as well.
Yeah.
I'll use that
So,
excuse.
oh yeah, when talking about June Stealer, there's this piece of artwork where there are three. Oh, you probably have talked about it. Three.
Yeah. The workers, the McCrag
Yeah,
Workers
the
Alliance.
drawing. Yeah, that's so awesome because I had for my Gene Stealers I had drawn up the Sky Mother
Yeah.
propaganda
Oh, I remember that.
artwork. Yeah, and where I incorporated like having those working class aspects into their colors and their into their theme,
Yeah.
like being the ultra communists in space.
Yeah. I just did the thing I tell people never to do. I just shoved my finger in something I sculpted. Look at
You did
this.
what?
I shoved my finger into something I just sculpted. I just put a big
All that
fingerprint
happens
right
to me
here.
so often.
Yeah, I hate it. This is why you shouldn't sculpt too much at the same time. Ugh.
Yeah. Or use a lamp to heat it up.
A lamp? Oh, to set
Yeah.
it, you mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm worried about deforming the resin.
You have lamps in Canada?
Well, they're heated by beaver fat, but yeah, we have them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. Ooh, what a relief.
Don't you remember
So,
us
guys,
playing with lamps and
I have
photography?
this- Sorry.
We were playing with
sorry.
lights and photos. We were using a lamp. One of those Canadian beaver
Ooh,
lamps.
that was great fun. Like painting the light.
Yeah.
So guys, I have this crow here in that tree up here,
Let's see. Yeah?
and I'm tempted to make it an albino crow.
Yes,
have it
don't paint
white.
it black. It'll disappear if you paint it black.
Yeah. I figured as much. Marco, what do you say? Well,
Sorry, I
probably.
can't.
What's that,
Yeah,
Marco?
I see it. I see it. Yeah, don't do them black. Couldn't agree more. Don't do them
Okay.
black. It's gonna be too dark. Speaking of slugs, underwater the slugs eat. What do the slugs eat? They eat other slugs. So
Oh, yeah?
sometimes you have slug races of slugs eating other slugs, trying to eat them, which is kind of funny.
Oh my god.
I'm going to eat you. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
It's actually even funnier when you have shrimps riding on top of the slugs, like how
Like little jockeys?
it's so hilarious. But it's life and death for them, of course.
Slugs are like, I'm gonna eat you. No, yes, no, yes. And the shrimps are just like, oh, whatever. I'll just jump on the next one.
So because the shrimps can only live on some slugs, not on others. They're specialized.
Oh.
All about the toxic. They're all toxic, you know.
Oh, right.
Stupid specialization.
Yep.
Tom Wilson's just gone. If you rub the beaver fat lamp, does a Canadian genie come out?
Yeah. And he takes the form of a moose crossed with a hockey player, crossed with a lumberjack.
Whoa.
No, where's the Mountie?
Come on, man. You can't have it all in there. Okay, it takes the form of a Mountie riding a moose, wielding a hockey stick.
Sounds perfect.
There you go.
Until the Berlin owl will come.
Until the Berlin Owl?
Yep.
Famous.
It is.
But the what?
You don't
Berlin
remember the
Owl.
Berlin Owl? It's famous.
Yeah, apparently. I have missed that.
How could you?
Yeah, I've been too seldomly in Berlin. Oh wait, that's not true.
On the day of the Berlin Owl, you definitely were there.
Yeah.
But maybe your hangover was too great.
We were in some
Sleep-
kind
Oh,
of gift shop, and I don't know why Marco got onto this. I think maybe I was, I don't know, taking pictures of something, and he was like, "Ooh, Nick, you have to see this owl. Famous. And what about this over here? Famous. And this too. Famous." There's a picture of us.
All the tourist shit they're trying to upsell and make some weird connection to the city. It's like you can put Berlin on every piece of shit and just load it up with some fake meaning, which was my thinking back then. It's so ridiculous.
Okay, now I'm getting the old day thing.
Okay, do I keep sculpting or do I stop because I'm going to ruin it?
Put it to a lamp.
I've still got putty.
Have you drunk your beer, Nick? Is it empty?
Not yet. Clearly that would help.
Absolutely. You need to.
I should get another one.
You should. And some vodka.
Nah,
Oh my god.
never.
But your brother, he married.
Yes.
You have to.
But what the
But
hell
was it a
does that have
celebration?
to do with vodka?
You have to honor him.
Yeah, but what the hell does that have to do with vodka?
Don't ask questions, just drink.
Sounds like a German way to go. Oh, I think I just lost my putty. Oh no, it's already on the model. I was like, I lost it. I guess I have to stop sculpting. Hey Flynn, is anything going on in the chat? Considering we haven't been all over the chat, I feel like probably not, but let's try. Let's see.
So a little while ago, Tom Wilson went, I keep singing Slug Wizard in my head. He also went, Simon's going to be painting his slug at the altar.
Oh, because he's getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just commented on Liverpool is in Liverpool, it's anything with Liverpool Football Club on it, the Beatles or Lamb Bananas.
Lamb banana. What's a lamb banana?
Yeah. Because I'm not from Liverpool, Tom, you're going to have to explain that one for me.
I know about the Beatles. I know about the Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah. Same here.
In,
Banana sounds really, really weird.
In Dortmund, it's anything with the Düsseldorf Football Club on.
In Dortmund?
I don't know. Düsseldorf?
No, in Dortmund it's all either with the football club as well.
Oh no, sorry.
Or-
Dortmund. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Or with the either football club or what's the other thing? Yeah, the there was a brewery
Oh.
at the very center of the city,
Yeah.
And there's a tall building left from that, and it has a massive letter U on top
Oh, I
of it.
remember that.
And yeah, they are making this the brand of the city.
Hey, it could be worse. Toronto's brand is 6. The number
What?
6. Have you ever heard of
Awesome.
Drake? The artist, the musician, Drake?
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, so Drake's
Yeah.
from Toronto.
Sorry
And
for the.
he had a song where he referred to Toronto as the 6 because Toronto's when you call someone in Toronto, the original area code is 416,
Okay.
and for some reason that became 6, the 6. So one of the nicknames for Toronto is the 6.
That sucks.
Yes, I think you're right.
Terrible in all different ways.
Yep. I mean, we got our giant, used to be tallest structure in the world until the Burj Khalifa happened, or the Burj Dubai, or whatever we're calling it, the CN Tower. So
But-
that's one of our tourist attractions /
Jokes
things they
aside-
sell.
Jokes aside, I was really impressed by Toronto, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Really?
cool.
Yeah, I was. Absolutely, it was.
I mean, it's a cool place, but not for tourist reasons. Like, it's really cool for like culture and like food and stuff, like international food from all different countries. But that's not something you sell at a tourist trap.
Yeah, maybe.
I have to admit, and it's probably because I know you, but if I had to live in another city, I would probably choose Toronto.
Aw, cute.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I lived there with you and I really enjoyed it. And it has, I feel like I have gotten a little understanding how the city is,
Yeah.
not from the perspective of a tourist. So
Yeah.
I have not done sightseeing and blah blah, but like there's a difference to visiting a city and living in a city.
True.
And it feels like this is the only other city I've lived in.
But didn't you live in like
Um,
somewhere in Australia or something?
And we traveled through Australia.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like staying in a place for a while.
Yeah, we did, but not for long enough to claim to have lived there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and when I stayed with you, I somewhat had of a day-to-day routine.
Yes.
And
Did you take
I
the bus to the school or the subway?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
yeah
I forgot.
I went to the subway and then took the bus and I still remember the smell of the subway and how I got my coffee down there and that Indian or Pakistani looking dude that sold the coffee and yeah, it was
I can't believe you
great.
bought coffee in the subway. That's the worst coffee.
Yeah, probably, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, good. They're now they're
it was
building a
great.
new like LRT, like underground streetcar thing, like to the door of the high school where you used to work.
Oh,
Yeah, they're very
Fancy.
lucky.
yeah,
That's cool.
and that was, I don't know, that was those are very fun memories of mine, and I really enjoyed the stay. Not as in visiting, but in being there, like being
Nice.
there with everything, and
Well
yeah,
said.
it felt on one side it felt so big
Yeah.
because you could so easily get into the city and have it really big. But the area where you live is rather small, so
Yeah.
it felt like almost not like a village, but small enough to feel comfy and not getting lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I enjoyed the stay so much that I actually would want to live there.
I assumed you just wanted to live here for the gyro on the Danforth.
Probably right.
Greek dinner.
And the beautiful girls.
He can look, but he can't touch or taste.
Yeah. Well, what shall I say?
There are beautiful girls everywhere. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. Like next door.
Of course.
Yeah,
You
I
said
don't know,
that
like-
in a very weird way.
I joke about, well, I don't joke about, but I fantasize that if and when I should win the lottery, the place I'm going to buy a house is Dortmund. Because,
Really?
of course, because then I can hang out in Germany. And, like, it's
Oh,
a pretty cool place. I'm going to get it on the Phoenix Say.
Phoenix, yeah. Well, there are quite a couple of houses to sale right now down the street. So
Yeah. Oh, they
Hurry
still
up.
haven't finished building your house next door.
oh no, they don't.
It's so
Oh.
slow. And they're doing construction and they have their porta potty like right beside Nora's garden.
Oh Jesus.
So there's every so often I'll be in the front yard and I'll be like, God, what smells? It smells so bad. I'm like, oh right, the fucking toilet right there. And but she's planting like tomatoes, and the tomato plant that she has that is like the monster, the biggest, like doing the best. It's the one closest to
Yeah.
the toilet. So she keeps saying like, I want them to move that toilet. I want them to get rid of it. I'm like, no. If they move that toilet, your tomato plant's gonna die. It's like getting fertilized by the shit stink.
The shit stink.
Do you remember the fancy place where our marriage was celebrated?
Yes, it was
Berlin?
beautiful along the river.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that place. Oh man, that was crazy. That was like some fairy tale bullshit where it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a
Yep.
pirate wedding and we're gonna have it at this bar that also has a beach and has a dock. Is it the Spiel? Is that the river?
It was the middle Spree.
The Spree?
Spree. Spree
Okay.
is the river. Yeah. It's called the Spree.
Yeah, that place was amazing.
It absolutely is, and I've just rented an office for my company where I work right now, which is just 1,000 meters away.
Cool.
Large river terrace where we can watch the boats swimming by every single day, which is so beautiful. It's so nice.
Amazing.
That's cool.
I was gonna say that so like people in Canada like try to pretend that they have like epic weddings and stuff, but the craziest fucking weddings I've ever been to in my life were the 2 German weddings that I went to. For you bastards.
Awesome.
Like I can't, first of all, the one like the pirate one, I couldn't believe that we were like staying in rooms above the bar where the party happened.
Yeah.
So we just got so shit-faced and then stumbled up the stairs. And then same thing with Simon's, that we had rooms in the above the like the venue where we had it. And
Yep.
oh my god, for Simon's, like I still remember like drinking until 3 or 4 in the morning, and like you
Yeah.
can't do that in Canada because they stop serving you booze at 2 a.m. And then it's like it's like 5 a.m. and we're like, okay, maybe we should go to bed. And like we've been like dancing and partying and having crazy times, and then fucking your wife's cousin, who hadn't been drinking all night, kid's like 21 or something, at 5 a.m. he's like, I'm gonna start drinking, and we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So
Did
like
I
him
watch-
and someone else like drank from like 5 a.m. to like 8 a.m. and then the kid went and slept in his car.
Yeah.
I'm like,
For
this is
what?
the
You
most
were-
crazy ass German. Oh shit! I don't know.
You
This is
were
the most-
wearing my colonial marine jumpsuit from Aliens.
Oh yes, that's. Oh yeah, I sweat so much of that thing. I hope you burned it afterwards.
I still have it actually, and you looked so gay in it. Awesome.
Unwashed.
I was feeling very gay. It was all good. I was having a gay old time.
It was amazing.
Yeah, we so Hydra didn't
was a
love
mi-
this, but because Marco is all about collecting colonial marine stuff from the Alien movies, at Hydra's wedding, Moloch's Marco and I were like, we're gonna do this amazing thing where we're gonna abduct the bride, and then we're gonna put a face hugger on Simon, and we're gonna make him answer these questions to get the bride back. And his bride was not happy about it. She was
Oh,
so
really?
pissed.
In that moment, I guess we were irritated, but I'm still loving this this episode of The Evening to Death.
I'm so glad
Because it
because
was-
you guys were so pissed. Like you were like
No,
putting up
we
with
were
our
not.
shit, but your
We
Norn
were
was
not. We were not pissed. Look at the
Okay.
pictures. They were not pissed. It was. I think we were taken by surprise. And I think an abduction is, not an abduction when you're not taken by surprise.
That's right.
And I think some people got scared when you guys rushed
yeah,
the
'cause-
party room with guns blazing.
Yeah, so like I was wearing a jumpsuit and like a weird hat, and I had like Marco was very, very kind and very generous. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can wear this Colonial Marine jumpsuit and have this authentic scanner that they used in the movie." And me, I'm gonna be wearing body armor and have a giant like friggin' rifle and a helmet. I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, thanks, Marco. Yeah, okay, thanks for giving me the good shit." So yeah, we rolled up with, and that was like a metal like Colonial Marine gun from the movie, right?
Yep,
that shit was heavy, wasn't it? Yeah, so like we roll up, and Marco's got this giant ass pulse rifle from the Alien movies, and I got some like crazy, apparently very flamboyant jumpsuit on, with the scanner and like a pair of aviator glasses, and we put this like replica face hugger on Hydra's face, and we made him answer like these questions about his wife or something to get her back or something. I can't.
Well, first of all, you have to. Well, this is the almost lame part compared to the rest. So yeah, you had us answer questions to get everything. You know, I had to check if I was, you know.
Oh, if it was you,
if
the alien was in control, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, but I think the basic shocking moment for everyone was when three guys, two looking very army style, one with a weird beeping scanner thing in his hand, and the other one with a big gun, and someone, you know, I didn't see very much. I was seeing actually nothing, and I was just stumbling into that room, and you were screaming at everyone.
Oh wait, we abducted you. No,
yes.
Did we abduct her? I can't remember. Oh, you. Okay.
No,
right.
you abducted me.
And then she had to answer the questions to say if it was really you.
Yes.
Like you answered the questions, and she had to tell us if it was true or not.
Something like that.
And you said something.
So, yeah.
There was something really sweet you said that like was really like heartwarming. It was something about like how you knew you loved her or something, or like oh god, it was something like where she embraced your dorkiness, and I teared up.
We said it all like that. I remember.
Yeah, I don't know if this is interesting for anyone else. Now we're all just drunk and being modeled and telling old stories. Hey, let's talk about the time we went to Jervis Johnson's house for dinner.
I think it is kind of interesting because I mean, how many weddings do you have where some nerds abduct you dressed as a colonial marine with a face hug in your face? It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, how many times do you get to go to the weddings of your dork brothers from the internet?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's right. Oh Jesus! I think I have spoiled myself with that party for every party for the rest of my life.
So friggin' good! I can't believe it.
Every other party afterwards was like, okay, there were amazing parties, but all the time I'm thinking about my own wedding.
That's good. Good luck. Good job, buddy. Because like the thing is, you go to weddings and people like dance, but they don't really dance. I don't know. Maybe this is a Canada thing. They don't really dance, and it's not really that like exciting or whatever. But like you guys were like tearing it up. You guys were losing your minds, dancing like crazy. It was amazing.
Yeah, and it all went until I think the last of us went to bed at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, 6 or 7, something like that.
Yep. That's how it rolled. Sorry?
The best of times.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
My job for today is done. I've sculpted what I was trying to sculpt. It's good.
Good. What were you sculpting? I didn't really see.
Just
give us a show and tell.
Stuff. Just some robot stuff. Nothing special. Just some in-between spaces to get the joints filled up. Nothing great, but it had to be done, and I had no motivation at all in the last 2 weeks. And I thought today the evening might be nice enough for me to get it done.
So you felt motivated.
Absolutely, one step more.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes it's easy to work on stuff which you're motivated about, but sometimes that's just some shit you have to do to get it finished.
Agreed.
And this is always the hardest, isn't it?
I feel like I'm stuck in like shit I have to do to get it finished mode on the Dom. Except for the like feet. Like I have like meaningful sculpting I need to do down here. But I'm so paranoid about fucking it up that I keep going, oh, I'm going to fill in this green stuff somewhere else and not do the feet.
Well, let me tell you, just do the feet.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking that.
Ah.
I'm pretty happy with how these are coming out, though.
Oh, and I did the Necron weapon, by the way.
Oh, you did?
It's a Necron weapon which you can just mount onto one of my knights as the first Xenos weapon I did.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Um,
That's a really cool weapon.
Yep, it's gonna be nice. And I just now I need a Tau one, an Elder one, and of course the most important is the Tyranid gun, which Simon has graciously offered to do.
I'm excited to see that.
Absolutely, but because for me this is the most crucial part of the whole army actually, because just the connection between the Tyranid army.
Now you're pushing up the pressure.
I don't think it's going to be too difficult for you actually, but I think it's a very rewarding thing to do.
Are you telling Simon that he's going to find your job rewarding?
I
think you're going to find this very rewarding, Simon.
I'm sure he is. I mean,
Yeah.
Simon is so visibly and rightfully proud of what he did for the Ordo Xenos army so far.
I mean, put
so
that fucking slug wizard aside. This Tyranid cannon, this is going to be your thing for this year.
It certainly is. Stop mocking it.
No, I just thought it was funny that you're like, it's going to be so rewarding.
Yes.
I'm like, shouldn't he decide that?
He should, maybe, possibly, probably.
I honestly have to say that I try to find everything I do rewarding, because otherwise it feels like not worth doing it.
Otherwise, it feels like labor.
I'm absolutely sure he would have said no thanks. Nice try, but I'm so busy right now.
Yeah. Well, the reality is that he is so busy right now, but he likes you. So you're a lucky man.
I know.
You know me too well, Nick.
Kisses.
It's been long enough.
Oh,
you missed it, Simon. At the beginning, we did the June Sealer roundup, and then I showed the sketches from Roberto Cirillo for Darth Bob's Hell version that I'm going to do.
ooh.
The final sketches, so you better look those up. What's that?
They are mind-blowing, I think.
And apparently Marco is going to be Roberto's next client.
Ooh.
I have no reason to be, but I'm so tempted for no reason at all.
I think that with the amounts that you spend on your hobbies, it's not going to be as expensive as you think.
Interesting to hear.
That's true.
And like we kind of like how I started kind of working with Roberto was back oh fuck, that was bad. Was it last August with Warp Shadow, where we did that thing where we like asked people, if you could redesign the Tyranids, like what would you want to see?
Yep.
And then I didn't tell anyone that Roberto was reading all the messages, and then he took that and he kind of like came up with some of his own concepts. So he was very gracious to just do that on his own time because he thought it was interesting. So that's why I wanted to like do like a paying job with him. But yeah, so if you want to like explore like new Tyranid concepts and stuff, maybe he's your guy. I mean, you'd have to check and see how available he is, but
Of course. I would actually be tempted to get the Talent Horror done properly.
Oh, I like it. That is a really good idea.
I still think it's a very intriguing concept which should be done.
I like that.
Properly as a model and as a sketch, actually, because what just did back then was very promising for me.
Did you ever check the date on that?
Sorry?
Did you ever check the date on that model? On that sketch from Jess?
I think 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
early.
92. It's like super early Tyranid.
Yeah. And I think it should just be updated, shouldn't it be?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. That is a
modern
genius idea.
Would love it.
Marco, we should talk about this another day.
Oh, you know that your Talent Horror is an absolute favorite Tyranid model ever?
Oh, it's fucking sick.
I'd love it to death, really.
Oh, but yours is really good too, man. You got that cool like squig on the face. I love that.
Yeah.
I like my model, but I love Simon's.
Well, yes. That is the case for all of us, Marco. We all like our own models. We all love Simon's.
Actually,
You guys?
What?
Do you remember that I did a photo of one of my hassle-free models back then with Simon's Talent Horror? The girl with a pistol in the hand with the white shirt on.
Oh yeah.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, and I lost the fucking picture. I was so hoping to get it back when when Nick got the Warp Shadow files.
No, I don't remember seeing it in there.
Same for me. I looked at it immediately, but it's not in there.
You must have posted
And
it to the forums or something, but not to your album.
Maybe. And my hard drives are frozen for some reason. All my hard drives back then are all frozen and don't work right now. I'm trying to repair them. But I'm so trying because I really was in love with this picture of this girl victim being totally afraid, looking around the corner, and Simon's Talent Horror lurking in the shadow. It was one of the best pictures I ever took, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to be honest and say, well, I when I have my man cave back working, no, not back working, but when I'm finally done with my man cave, the first thing I will do is glue back all the Tyranid models that have decayed and broken over the last decade or so.
Oh man.
And Talent Horror will be among them.
Good.
But same here. My kill
Take some
team's
proper
pro.
pictures.
Yep.
Please do it.
Yeah.
And send her some kisses. I love her.
Yes, for
I
me as
will.
well. Wet, sloppy ones.
Mm.
Extra tentacle.
The wettest, sloppiest ones.
Okay. It feels like I'm finishing off those eyes,
Yeah, it feels like I'm finishing off these things.
and then I'm done for today because my eyes are actually watery as hell.
Oh shit.
Because your brother
Yeah.
married, right?
Too much tequila.
What?
Because your brother married, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So moved.
No, because of my allergy, this has been really horrible the last couple of days
Yeah.
because it's so bad that I'm having a hard time painting actually
Oh god.
because
Maybe
my
you're
eyes
just
have
getting old.
swollen. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because there has been lots of rain in the last weeks, and onto that very much rain, it suddenly turned really warm,
Oh yeah.
and I think now everything's exploded into blossoms.
Yes.
That sounds very poetic, actually. It exploded into blossoms.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Our
you know how I've been to a wedding today. I might be a little bit emotional.
a friend of ours does she does like embroidery stuff or something.
Okay.
Cross stitching, I don't know. But she has one of those like magnification rigs that you can wear over your face and it's got like the light on it.
Yep.
And she was
Yep.
saying how like useful it is, and I'm like, oh man, should I do that? I don't know, because I like to pretend that as long as I don't have one of those things, I'm still young. But as soon as I get one of those things, I'll be old. But the reality is that I don't want to get one of those things because I want to look at this and be like, hey, I'm done. I don't want to get it and like look like right in here and be like, oh shit, I missed something. It's screwed up. I have to resculpt it. It's like, no, I don't have time for that. I don't care.
There's another trick to that. You just have to reduce the light you use. Suddenly everything looks so better.
Ah.
Okay.
I've painted this whole thing under my my desk lamp so far.
Yeah.
Like where I have the space in the living room where I can paint,
Yeah.
and it's just a single light bulb there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here on this spot, I have like 3 lamps, one really bright daylight lamp
Yeah.
with a magnification piece in on top of it.
Yeah.
So lots of light, and I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I should spend some more time on the base. And I bet when I take it back to the other light, I will be like, oh,
You'd
looks
be like,
good.
job's a good one.
Yep.
I'm actually working under my daylight lamp, my old daylight lamp, not my new one, which doesn't have as much light as the new one. So this is my budget one. My
I
job's
just
a good one.
have a flaming torch here.
Burning beaver oil.
No, we don't have this kind of shit.
Guys, I'm done for tonight. I
Yeah.
cannot.
Good. So
My
am
eyes
I. It's late.
Killing me.
Same here. It's been a blast.
Good work, gentlemen.
It
Although,
was.
Simon, I was
It
going to
was.
ask you about the progress with your man cave. Is
Oh,
that a conversation for another night?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'll put pictures.
Yes, do
Sure.
so.
And thanks for everyone who hung around in the chat and watched the stream. I feel like we did a lot of bullshit talking and not a lot of interaction with the chat. So thanks for putting up with us.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully you still
Yeah.
had a good time. Oh, shit. Navarro just said, you know what I found? I found that Pred alien on my old files archives. Good night, Tom Wilson. Thanks for joining us, bud.
Bye, Tom.
Oh, Tom Wilson's going to make a Broodlord based on Pedro Navarro's Pred alien. That'd be wicked.
Cool. Okay, guys, I need to be off.
Okay, let's
I
go.
wish you a good night. Talk to you soon.
Thank you all for joining.
And stay safe.
Bye.
Good night.
Simon,
Bye.
We wore Simon out.
Yeah, we did. All right, I'm just going to wait for the YouTube stream to catch up. I'm going to end it over there. And... oh, Simon's gone. All right, ending the stream. And...